Once again, guys, welcome to the show. We are in Karen to show you what we're working on. This project, we got it when an interior designer and the client were working together, but things, because of pull and push, and things were not working, so we were brought on board and we picked it up from the floorings to the ceilings, lighting fixtures, doors, claddings, wardrobes, and so many other things that I will show you as we walk in. And today I'll be able to show you how creatively you can design a fireplace, combining different types of elements to create a masterpiece. Guys, this is the staircase lobby. Very beautifully and creatively thought about. We came in, it was an empty shell. We looked at it and came up with a few ideas which I would want to share with you. I'll just touch a few of the elements that I've been working on. When we picked up this project, my client was not so sure if they would use wood, tiles, or any other, or granite. But I advised them, and using my sources where I get my material, we opted to go with marble. This marble is in 600 by 600 pieces because we were getting them from out of this country, and transportation of these is also a crucial element. So we had to pick them in 600 by 600. You can see the joints now, but by the time we are done, we will polish them nicely so that the finish is seamless. Apart from the marble, we are doing wooden steps on the staircase, and then on the side, a combination of different material. That is the variety, another element of design. We have introduced nice, beautifully selected metal bars, which are the handrails. And then on top of this handrail, we are going to put a nice cladded mvule finish, that is a wood finish. And then it flows all the way to the upper side. And then as you come up this staircase, you meet different types of materials, that the wood, handrails that are well picked and well done. And then I've also selected a very beautiful chandelier, which is handmade, that will be put here. I can't wait to show you that. So a complete selection of material for this staircase, that is together with the doors, together with the nicely done windows around this space, will complete this space and make it a masterpiece. I can't wait to show you the final product. But without wasting your time, let me show you other things in this space. Under the staircase, most people neglect these spaces, or if they did anything, they never get it right. But on our end, we try as much to do something that will catch the eye. We have introduced a beautiful stone here, which is a natural stone. It's called coral stone that we are cladding. Once it's done, this particular area is gonna pop out because we are going to treat these gaps nicely so that this particular part will come out or stand out with a nice wall bracket here and two armchairs and a stool in between, and probably with a vase or a planter. This place will stand out from the rest of the spaces. This is the lounge of this house, well thought out by the architect of the home. So we've done the gypsum ceiling, cornices. I'm introducing also a beautiful handmade chandelier in the middle. Also got this fireplace that had been done initially, but I thought out, and it was not properly done because it was all cladding from top all the way to the bottom. As I told you, I would show you how to just creatively work on a fireplace so that it stands out, because fireplaces are masterpieces in a home and they need proper treatment or careful thinking. So this fireplace, initially, it was just cladding, normal cladding stone. It's not that the stone was a bad stone. It's not that the stone is a weird stone, but it was cladding all the way from the top to the bottom. Nothing else, no creativity. So when I came in, I looked at it and I didn't like the creativity, and this is what I'm going to do on this fireplace. I'm going to introduce a 70mm thick wooden board on this top. That will be the fireplace top. This top will overlap this fireplace by 80mm. That same 80mm will come all the way to the back. When I do that, I separate the top part of the fireplace from the bottom. That is one item people get it wrong, because they leave it to appear as if it's one item. Item number one, the fireplace has been separated, the top part and the lower part. Item number two, think out of the box and ask the client, are you using this fireplace as a TV unit, or you'll just have an artwork on top? For this particular fireplace, we are going to have a TV here because they normally watch their TVs from the lounge. So I will treat the upper part, but where the TV goes, I will do a molding around it to fit exactly the TV and leave 20mm apart to allow you to put in and remove the TV in place. That is item number two. Item number three, as you can see, the cladding had come all the way from the top to the bottom, meaning this particular part was just one item. So what do I do to just add a character? I introduce a different material from the top material that I was using as a cladding, which is a coral stone in this particular case. So I come up with a design whereby my fireplace will have the inner part cladded in marble or granite. That is either black or whichever color you select, and it will flows all the way and come in up to this particular part. And then also give it a lipping around the edges, and I will trim that part with my marble. Here, the person who had done this fireplace had not introduced a tabling. So this fireplace sits as if it's sitting on the floor. So I will introduce a tabling that comes 200mm away from the fireplace to just, as you come in, you will feel as if this fireplace is sitting on a table. We call it a tabling in design. Some people call it a threshold, but that is an element that will make a fireplace look as if it is sitting on something. So I will come in and introduce 200mm tabling that will hold the marble again on the top. So this marble flows like this and comes on top of this, and then the skirting goes under. So this looks like a trimming, a proper trimming on top of this fireplace. And then on the side, I introduce another element with my stone, but now this protrudes slightly 20mm away from the marble that I've put on the lipping. So as this protrudes, it comes, and when it gets here, it curves nicely and gives it a nice beautiful curve, and that becomes the trim. So those are two trims on that fireplace. And then I finish my cladding on the other side with the normal material that I'm using on the upper side, and I do that, and then my face will have the lipping, it will have the trim, and it will have the normal material. And then now plus the tabling, the fireplace will be complete. But without forgetting, once you do the tabling, you don't just leave it like that. I will introduce a wooden cladding, which will be a molding in the shape of a cornice, and it will flow all the way and trim this fireplace all the way up to the other side. And then now you'll have the top part separated from the bottom. You'll have the top, which has its cornice. You'll have the marble trimming inside with its lipping in marble. Then you'll have a stone of the same kind that will be on this side, but protruding slightly outside just to pop it out nicely, and then you have a cladding around it. Stay tuned to see how this fireplace comes out, because it's going to be a statement. Let me take you to the dining. I show you other changes we are doing. This is the dining of this house. A few items I'm doing. I'm doing the screening wall on my right hand side just to add in a bit of character. It will be a laser cut, CNC cut. And then on my left hand side, They are nice sliding door made out of wood and glass. Beautifully done, not yet done, but by the time we are done, you'll see what it is. Then when I came in, the ceiling was not so properly done, so I pulled it down and I'm doing my correction to get it right. Then on this other side, from the dining, this is the kitchen. Not so many things to talk about, but it is pretty much done. Nice counters done in granite, properly done cabinets. Here is where we'll have our cooker, we'll have our hood here, and then here we have our sink. Cabinets are well done, as you can see. Soft closing, properly done. A combination of white and espresso, beautifully done. On this other side, this is where we're having the fridge. It comes there, a double fridge. We wanted to have a cooker here, but we moved it to the other side because of proximity. And then on this side, just an element of decoration, whereby we can have things to display or things to put. And then in the middle, this is where I will also have my preparation area. I'm also thinking of bringing in another cooking point in the middle here. And that is it for the kitchen. It is as simple as that. Let me take you to the rooms. So guys, this is the master bedroom of this house. Most of the bedrooms look more or less the same, but the master bedroom is a bit bulky or big as compared to the others. I will not go to the nitty-gritties in all the bedrooms, but whatever I will talk about in this master might be almost similar to what is in the other bedrooms. So this master is just waiting to receive a beautiful wooden floor finish. Right now it's still rugged. On the other far end, that is the master bedroom lounge. Also waiting for the floor finishes, paintworks, lighting, and then we put furniture arrangement. As I walk out of this master bedroom, there is a beautiful feature that let me not forget to show you. This is a nice balcony overlooking the other side of the estate. It is almost done. On top, you can see a very nicely done pergola. The color scheme, not so well thought out. I'm going to change it to black so that it matches the railing. So this space receives nice outdoor seating, tough grass on the floor, and maybe a swing chair on the other end. And that is it for this space. Wait and see how it comes out. We are in the walk-in closet, and then here, this is the dressing unit. Done by us, fabricated locally. This is not an imported piece. It is a local made piece by our fundis. Then we have some nice decorative element that we're going to put on this wall. And it will be our nicely thought, creatively cut mirrors. 3 in piece, 1 on this side, 1 on the other side, and 1 in the middle. And then in between the 2 mirrors, we will have some wall brackets that shine on either side. The light flows on all the 3 mirrors nicely. And that is it for the dressing unit. Then as we come to this other end, this is the his and the hers wardrobes on either side, nicely espresso finish on the wardrobes in super gloss finish. And then as you can see inside on the left side, the cabinets are open. You can see nicely arranged cabinets. That is for foldables. This is for 2 high and lower hanging. This is the drawers and the hanging rod on that other side, and it repeats the same on this end. And that is the same thing that happens on the left hand side of this cabinet. The only thing I'll not forget to talk about, I'm very sure some of you will question and say, why is he putting short handles on tall cabinets? I was away my fundis picked these and decided to put them quickly on these wardrobes. When I came, it had already been fitted, but we are changing. We've gotten some nicely beautiful, very long handles, but they will fit exactly in the holes. So by the time we are done, we will not see the mess, but we are removing the handles and changing them. So it will be a beautiful piece. I'm very sure so many people would have asked about that, but that is going to be catered for. By the time we are showing you the final product, it will be there and it will be final. Also, as you can see, the cabinets have not been peeled off, so the paper should be there just to protect the cabinets nicely. But by the time we are done, we'll remove that and you'll see the cabinet well done. And that is for the master bedroom, and that caters for all the bedrooms because it is a replica in most of the bedrooms. So I won't go into the nitty-gritties, but when we are done with the project, I will walk you through all the rooms, and you can also see a few throw-ins during the show, during the video. We are also doing the landscaping. The perimeter wall is already being done. The landscape design is in the kitchen. My designers are working so hard to produce it before the end of the week. In this episode, I'll not be able to show you what exactly we have settled on, but in our last episode, I will show you what we will agree on and how it will come out. As usual, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and on our social media pages. At Keith Interiors, where style meets elegance.